Hello guys, and welcome to episode number 50 of Minnows to Kings, back here in San Marino with SS Cosmos, where today we are going to be beginning our European campaign. We're also going to go through some of the transfers that we've made for this current season. I will say I've been a little bit disappointed by the players who I've managed to bring in. As you can see there, I've still got 3.2 million in the transfer budget. Nobody wants to join us. Nobody who's very good want to join us. We're in that sort of catch-22 situation now, where we're growing as a team, but it's taken the reputation of the club a little while to catch up. If just have a look at the rep there, we're still only a 1-star, below average. Some of you may notice I've changed back to this skin. I actually found that I enjoyed it a little bit more. It just made the experience a little bit more enjoyable for me. The eagle-eyed among you as well may notice that I've already played the first qualifying round. It was against Dinamo Batumi, who were a Georgian team. I just sort of figured it would be quite an easy tie, to be honest, and I just thought it wasn't worth showing. But you can see that we won 4-1 aggregate there. It was a little bit harder than it should have been, to be honest. But we have been drawn against Maccabi Tel Aviv in the second qualifying round. The first leg is at home in San Marino. In terms of transfers, though, we've brought a fair few players in. There's a few gone out as well. Christian Oselli has gone out. His contract was running out, so minimal fee for him. We've sent a few players who we've brought in back out on loan as well. Not quite up to scratch, unfortunately. We've bought, first one is Christian Fabri, a young goalkeeper from the San Marino Academy, 18-year-old, just want to possibly develop, helps with that San Marino requirement that we need for the league, possibly. Yanis Held is the new right back. You can see here, 26-year-old German. We paid, what was it, £34,000 for him. Bought him in from Aachen in Germany. He's an improvement on what we had before, which I believe was Ravelli in the end. If you just look at him, he's just much better all over. So new right back there. Reece Fry is another player brought in from Australia, from the Canberra United Academy. Very, very good goalkeeper. If we just compare him to our starting goalkeeper, which is Caruso, you can see they're sort of better in different areas. Yeah, Caruso is still number one. Reece Fry, number two. Again, another one for the future. Adrian Sabalis, £50,000 spent. He was 30 when I bought him, a bit older than I would have liked. But he can play in that shadow striker or striker role. He doesn't have the doesn't enjoy big matches. Which is good. We had far too many players with that, so we just brought him in a little bit of squad depth, really. Jules Meyer, of course, was here last season. We have now completed that permanent transfer. Next is a new striker who we brought in from Inter Milan. Kevin Mausi Martins. Again, very, very good as an advanced forward or slash poacher. But again, he's got a lot of pros, not very many cons, which is pretty good. Eric Apaya, a free transfer. Again, central defender. Not too bad. Again, is it an improvement on what we have? Possibly. Brought him in on a free transfer released by Newcastle. He's currently in the under-21s. He may feature for the first team. A bit of squad depth though. Brian Dominguez, brought in from Nicaragua, believe it or not. Las Sabanas, he has been brought in as a central defender. Again, an improvement on what we had. He's got a few cons. Doesn't have the greatest jump and reach, which he really doesn't for a central defender. But again, he's not bothered about big matches, which is what I was looking for. Multi Schrob was brought in, and he's gone back out on loan, I believe. Has this one gone back out on loan? I think he has. He has, yes. We bought him in £2,000, and he's gone back on loan to the club in Austria that we bought him from. Again, just looking for squad depth, possibly to develop, sell on for a little bit of money. Justin Mühlbauer, again another young German, brought in from the same club in Austria, central midfielder, gone back out on loan to USK Anif. Again, one for the future, possibly make a little bit of money on him. 2k and £500, I wasn't really going to complain at it. Lucas Hindler is another one who we brought in as a striker. He again has gone back out on loan, the 23-year-old Austrian. He's gone back to SV Vals Grunau. Again, not too bad a player. Possibly make a profit on him. We brought him in for 1.7k. And we brought two players in on loan from Inter Milan as well. Massimo Papagno, again central defender. Bit of squad depth with this one. Not the greatest, but he can play in a couple of positions, which is good. And then Pedrini, who we've brought in again on loan from Inter Milan. Passing and vision as the deep line playmaker, very, very good. He's got good defensive capabilities as well. Again, if we just compare him to last season's sort of starting defensive midfielder, which was Norito, if I can just find him. Luca Norito, again, he's just an improvement all around the park. Defending and aerially and speed-wise, Norito's a little bit better, but mentally and physically, Pedrini is much better. Obviously, the value sort of depicts that as well. You can see that those players who've gone out, the three who've gone back out on loan, quite happy for them to go back out. But yes, I've been struggling very, very much to bring some of these players in. If we just have a look at our scout priorities, they've disappeared. That's helpful. But we've got our scouts scouting around. There's some okay players out there. Attribute masking really doesn't help though. If we have a look at the players that we have sort of been scouting around, let's just remove this, and there's some okay players around there, but just none of them want to join us really. It's a little bit disappointing. Anyway, today's game, there's not been a lot gone on pre-season wise. It's just been me trying to find some players to improve this squad. But today's two games, in fact, are going to be Maccabi Tel Aviv, first leg in San Marino, as I said, and then we're off to Israel, looking to get through. Obviously, we need to start qualifying for this Champions League proper. But the lineup we're going to go with is Caruso in goal, familiar with Caruso. Held coming in as the new right back, Dominguez at centre back with Hedegaard and Benoit on the left hand side of defence. We've got Norito starting today. Pedrini's going to be on the bench, but we've got Cooper Mazes, and we're sticking with Eric Seri in the centre of midfield. Just look at his development, all loads of green arrows. Progress wise, he's absolutely shooting up. He's been fantastic. I can't change that to all time because it's behind my recording widget, same story. But just in the last month, you can see he's off the ball and his position has gone up. He's been developing very, very well, as has Cooper Mazes. Again, another one who's developing well. Still our best player. And up top, we're going to go with Meyer, Sabals and Marusi Martins. We're just going to call him Martins. And that's going to be our starting lineup for today. So let's get into the game. Squad number is going to have to be given to a couple of players. Domingo's obviously making his debut. Pedrini hasn't played for us yet. So let's go. Let's see how we do against the Israeli team. I was going to say champions, but I'm not entirely sure if they are champions. They are the favourites for the game, but we've caused a few upsets in Europe before. We're just going to fire the boys up and get straight into it. Hopefully we can pick up this win. Let's just close that down a bit, get all of the things that we want up. We don't need the latest scores there. We need. I'm still configuring the skin again, but coming up to 15 minutes in, fairly even so far. We've had a few shots. We have got a corner now with Norito. He's looking for Sabals at that near post. I possibly haven't set the corners up for this season. Hedegaard gives the ball away to Hansis. Seri with an excellent tackle there. Now it's Dominguez out wide to Held, the two new players in the squad for today, passing the ball to each other nicely. Dominguez has got nowhere to go now though. He does actually find Held down the line. He plays a beautiful through ball to Martins. Can Martins finish? He can. 15 minutes in, Martins gets his first goal for the club. Absolutely brilliant move there, and it puts us 1-0 up against Maccabi Tel Aviv. Absolutely fantastic goal. Great play by Dominguez. Held made the little run. Great through ball. Another great through ball by Yanis Held to Martins, who calmly just slots it past the keeper. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Good start to some careers here in San Marino for some of these players. And can we build on this? I'd like to go, obviously, to Israel with a little bit of a lead, as now they are coming forward with Hansis. Can we stop the cross? We can't. It's into the centre, but Caruso holds onto the ball very nicely indeed there. Can he set us off on possibly the counter? It's not going to be the counter now, he's took far too long, but Dominguez rolls it out to Held on the right hand side. He's going to come back to Dominguez again, Norito, Mazis, as Martins now, Norito back to Dominguez, passing the ball around nicely, just keeping a bit of possession. It's now Cooper Mazis over the top towards Meyer, and Meyer puts us 2-0 up, 25 minutes on the clock. A fantastic goal, absolutely fantastic goal. Meyer, of course, one of the ones who doesn't like big matches, but we committed to that signing, and he played very, very well for his last season. If we just have a very quick look at him, you can see it seems to have gone. He didn't like big matches, but it's not there anymore, which is good. That's good. We want to get rid of things like that. We don't like them. Yeah, fantastic so far. Half an hour on the clock, we're 2-0 up. We're playing very, very well. We've limited Tel Aviv to just 3 shots. We've had 9 ourselves with 5 on target. And it's looking good. Yanis Held's having a good game on his debut. Martin's having a good game on his debut. We're just playing well all round. I've just seen a 6.4 in there as I say that. Who's the 6.4? It's Axel Benoit on the left hand side. He has picked up a yellow card. We may look to change him. Obviously, wouldn't like him to be sent off so early in the season. We've packed the stadium out again, which is great. He's up to a 6.5 now. We must, more than likely, we're just focusing all the play down the right hand side. But it's coming up to 60 minutes. We are going to make some changes now. It's quite comfortable for us so far. We're going to look to bring Benoit off. We'll get Tanzi on. Tanzi's not the greatest. We're also going to bring Pedrini on, give him a debut, get some match fitness up. Hedegaard's a little bit tired, but we'll leave it at that for now. And let's get the last half an hour of the game out of the way. Hopefully we can bag another goal. That would be absolutely great. As we do now get a highlight, as I say that, it's Seri. Let's just not give the ball to them. Meyer, now Dominguez played very, very well today. He goes over the top towards Martins, who doesn't win his header, but Mazis picks up the pieces. Great through ball to Sabals, and Sabals hits the bottom of the post. That would have been a fantastic finish from there. Would have put us in a comfortable position in this tie. Obviously very conscious of going to Israel and not picking up a result. We need to start qualifying for the Champions League proper. It's all very well being in the Conference League, but it's the Conference League and it's not the greatest. It looks like Held may have picked up a little bit of a knock, or he's just tired. Do you know what? Let's bring him off. We have got Ravelli on the bench. You may notice there that it says Ravelli's on loan. It didn't show that in the transfers, but we have actually sold Ravelli to Verden in Switzerland. Didn't get a lot of money for him, but they have loaned him back to us for the season. So we do still have that cover in the right back position. It's literally just a case of who can we move around. Let's just unpause that. Obviously, I don't want to have a squad of 40 players on the wage bill. I like to have a squad of sort of 25 to maybe 30 players. Hedegaard does put us 3-0 up now in the 91st minute. Great header from the corner. Nope, it's been disallowed. Martins is offside. He must be stood right in front of the keeper, is he? He is, yeah. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, but you know, still 2-0, still being an absolutely fantastic result. Absolutely brilliant for SS Cosmos. I've pressed the wrong button again. I've clicked the wrong thing. I've annoyed Held. Big misclicks. Dominguez makes Cosmos debut. The American. Salzburg won 12-1 there. Away from home. Let's hope we don't get Salzburg at any point if we go through. Next game's in 6 days though. We'll do that the second half of the episode, and then we'll see who we're going to get from there. Right guys, welcome back to the second half of the episode, where we are looking to capitalise on our excellent 2-0 win in the home leg over Maccabi Tel Aviv. We've made some changes to the lineup for this game. We're going with Caruso and Held, Hedegaard and Benoit, all the same from the last game. We have brought in Tube, or in Tube, or I'm not sure how you say it. We've brought him back into the central defence for this game. We're going to go with the same midfield three. Saballs we've dropped back to the shadow striker, and we've brought Hamiri in up front. Of course, he doesn't like big matches, but we'll just see how we get on. We do have options on the bench. In fact, we're going to change Umbina because he doesn't like big matches either. Was Minusko Caccianella on the bench already? He was. Right. We're going to go with that. Let's see if we can capitalise on this 2-0 lead that we have. Hopefully get through to the next stage of the qualifying campaign. As I said, we do need to really be qualifying for the Champions League proper. Now, televised game here in Israel in front of 26,214 fans. Hopefully we can get a good start here, but it is Tel Aviv on the attack, but Mazis cuts out. It's now Martins. He's driving forward a long way with the ball. He's been forced out wide though, but he's still going. He does have Skeri inside, who's got Narito behind him. And no, we're going backwards, boys. And Tube to Narito. Now Saballs, Mazis back forward to Saballs. Can Saballs get the ball in? He can. Adrian Saballs with his second goal of the season. Puts us 1-0 up in the 4th minute away in Israel here. Puts us 3-0 up on aggregate. We went backwards there. I didn't like it, but you know, sometimes you have to go backwards to go forwards. It's a great ball by Cooper Mazes picking up the assist there. It's a great finish by Saballs. I'm not entirely sure if that's how you say it. It's how it's spelt, so that's how I'm saying it. And yes, we are now 1-0 up. Just looking at some of the teams that are still in this stage of the competition, it's scary who we could end up facing if we get through, which at the minute we are getting through. Let's hope it stays that way. Another nice clean sheet would be very, very nice. But we're playing well. We've 25 minutes now. As I say that, Tel Aviv are on the attack. Let's see if we can pinch the ball again. They've switched the ball out wide to Sabarit, who looks forward towards Zuba. On the left hand side, Zuba gets the ball into the box, but it's headed wide by Perika there. Norito now with the free kick. Does he rattle the crossbar, or has the keeper saved it? The keeper saved it. You know, I'm actually finding it quite hard to pick the ball up when it's in the crowd. The white ball against the yellow backdrop's quite hard to pick out. Ball headed away from the corner there, but that's the end of the highlight. We'll take that. Glazer now with the throw in for Tel Aviv. Now Peretz, Kanachowski, Zuba. He's got the overlap with Sabarit. Pulls it back to Zuba. Now Kanachowski, Peretz. Peretz gets a shot in, but it's blocked. And the follow-up from Glazer is well wide of the target. Defending well. We are defending well. Salzburg 1-0 up in their game against Doulange, who have had a player sent off. Of course, I think that makes it 13-1 on aggregate now. Of course, Doulange, a team who we knocked out ourselves not too long ago, either last season or the season before. I think it was the season before. But there's a lot of big teams going through to the next round. We're going to find it tough qualifying. Hedegaard cuts it out though. Now Martins, now Saballs, who has actually picked up a yellow card disappointingly. He feeds Cooper Mazes. Mazes with great save by Peretz there. Point blank range. Mazes just sort of did blast it at him though, but Narito, can we capitalise from the corner? We can't, it's a poor corner. And it's headed away, but we do pick the ball up in midfield. Now Narito again. Skeri. Is it Skeri or Seri? I don't know. Saballs. Narito again. Mazes. Mazes with the effort from range, and it's gone over the top. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's Seri or Skeri. He's Maltese / Australian. He has actually picked up a cap for Malta now. We picked that up in the summer. I don't like the consistency. He's professional, he's got decent determination, but the consistency lets him down. I'm going to say Seri. That's how I would pronounce it. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Anyway, we're holding on nicely here. Let's hope we can continue in the second half. Tel Aviv have had a lot of shots, but they haven't hit the target yet, which is good. They are, as I say, stupid things like that. Look, they get highlights. It's going to be Guerrero with the free kick. And he's found the top corner, Eduardo Guerrero. And we've got 35 minutes left to hold on to our 2-goal lead. Let's not let them back into it, boys. It's a great free kick from Guerrero. Hedegaard's not had the best game. Benoit again not had the best game. 25 minutes to go. Still got a 2-goal lead. Right, approaching the final 10 minutes now. Tel Aviv on the attack again with Kaleli, Hansis, Guerrero. It's well cut up by Narito. Now can Seri get us going? El Hamiri, Sabals, a great through ball to Martins. Martins with the finish. Kevin Mausi Martins puts us back ahead on the night. 2-1, 4-1 aggregate. Brilliant play. We cut the ball out there. Seri with the ball forward. El Hamiri inside to Sabals with a great through ball, and it's a good finish by Martins there. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. We've got ourselves a 3-goal cushion with 10 minutes of the tie remaining. Peretz now Biton, Kaleli to Kanachowski. Kanachowski's the defence parted like the Red Sea there, but Caruso, great save, and Hedegaard just hammers it clear. We're gonna final 10 minutes. We're gonna make a couple of changes. Let's get Catarinella on for El Hamiri, club captain. Hedegaard's not had the best game. He's a little bit tired as well. We'll bring Brizzi on. Seri also not had the best game. Let's get Brignani on. 10 minutes to hold on. We've brought some fresh legs on. We've got a 3-goal advantage. Salzburg 7-0 up against Toulon. What's that? It's 19-1 on aggregate. 19-1. Into stoppage time. Still got a 3-goal lead. Brizzi long ball forward to Martins, who doesn't win it, but Zuba now Sabarit. He's closed down by Kupamazes there. Forced him backwards. We've forced him all the way back to the goalkeeper. Great pressing boy. Peretz with the ball. Plays it to Glazer. Now Glazer out wide to Kanachowski. Kanachowski up the line towards Hansis. We're still pressing them. We're forcing them backwards again. They've gone over the top to Kaleli though. And Tube comes out to meet him, but it's a good ball forward over the top to Guerrero. And Guerrero does get his 2nd goal of the game to make it 2-2 on the night. But we are still 2 goals up. They need 2 goals in a minute and a half of stoppage time. We didn't defend it very well. It was Kanachowski with the ball over the top. It's a great ball. Guerrero with a great run, but we didn't really track the runner there. And we do have another highlight straight from kickoff. Let's not let them back into it. There's nail bite in this. Brignani, just keep the ball, boys. We don't need to score another one. Catarinella, club captain, to Benoit. Benoit gets the ball into the box, and it's Martins. He's rattled the crossbar. Oh my word! If he'd scored that. Come on, ref. The time's up. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Naeem's forward to Benoit's got himself sent off. You didn't need to do that, mate. We're 2 goals up. Stoppage time's over. What are you doing? What are you doing? They've got a free kick in a dangerous area now. Somehow it's not gone in. And are we going to counter? No, the ref's blowing the whistle. The ref is blowing the whistle. We have beaten Maccabi Tel Aviv 4-2 on aggregate, 2-2 on the night. Benoit, the idiot, has got himself sent off at the end of stoppage time. He really didn't need to. So 21 on aggregate. That's watch us get Salzburg in the next round. I can guarantee it. I can absolutely guarantee it. We'll quickly flick through this. Was that the draw? We've drawn Ludogorets, of course, the Bulgarian champions, I believe the champions, they've won it a lot over the years. Yeah, 2026 champions. Just look at this. You know, this is going to be a very, very hard game. That is going to be next episode, though. It's in about a week's time, the first leg. Obviously, we'll do both legs next episode. But as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you do like what you've seen, please hit that like button. It helps me out massively. And I'll catch you all next time.